Good morning, folks. This is Marc with Marcs Mobility. We're doing a review today on a Permobil M3 power chair, fully loaded, 4 electrical function. It has a seat lift, the tilt, and the recline, and the legs. And this chair has 45 miles. It was used for about 2 months. Good morning, folks. This is Marc with Marcs Mobility. We have here a beautiful Permobil M3 with 45 miles. It was used for about 2 months. Literally brand new. It has the 12-inch seat lift. It has the electric tilt. It has the electric recline. And it has the electric feet. 4 electrical function. Literally brand new. It has all kinds of other features which we'll cover as we go along. But let's start with the seat lift. All the functions can be worked through the joystick or through the switch box back here where my hand is. So I'm going to start with the first button, which is the seat lift, and push it forward, and you can see the seat lift going up. So you're going to start roughly, most chairs start at 22 inches when they're down. Of course, if you add 12 inches, you're going to be at 34 inches. By the time the seat is all the way up, you should be eye level with that person sitting in the chair. So if they're driving the chair, you can talk to them eye level. And the chair is all the way up right now, right there. The nice thing about this, the chair will still drive really good even if it's elevated. Now, just a trick: when you're in the kitchen, if your sink is here, this is the way you would come sideways. You would put your arm up, you work away from your joystick, and you can do your dishes this way, grab stuff off the cabinet, off the counters. So that's how you come in, and when you leave the wall, you kick the back to the left like this and move away from the wall, and then without scratching your wall. Okay, so that's just a little tip I give everybody when they have a chair and they don't really know how to use them in their house. So the seat is elevated right now. Let's look at the base while we have the seat elevated. You can see the armature for the seat lift. The actuator is actually right here for the seat lift. This is a mid-wheel drive. What that means, your drive wheel is going to be in the middle of the front caster wheel on the ground and the rear caster wheel on the ground. And these are there to keep that stability and that nice zero turn radius. These are non-marking wheels, so they're not going to mark your floor. These are 14-inch wheels. They're not going to mark your floor. You have 4 anchor points like this around the chair. This is where you secure your chair if you need to tie it down, okay? The motors on this chair are right in the front. So you can see on an M3, okay? The M3, you can see the front left motor and this is the front right and the front left motors. The motors start to the front and they go all the way up to the wheel right here. They're directly connected to the wheel. There's no chain, no belt. It goes right to the wheel. Direct connection, so there's no more problem with those anymore. If I want to push this chair, every chair has a neutral lever. You can see this chair probably weighs 410 pounds, 420 pounds. If I want to push it, how would I do it if I ever had an issue? All you have to do is turn the power off, because these are electric motors. So you want the power off. Right on top of your motor where the reflector is, right here. You see this? I'm moving it now, okay? If you push it inward on both sides, inward, now your chair is in neutral, okay? When you're done, make sure you put both of them back in gear. I get so many calls. People are all panicking because their chair's not working. So that's where your motors are at, 2 motors. And so that's pretty much about the base. Let's turn the power back on. Give it a few seconds. We're going to turn the chair sideways again. I'm going to bring the seat down a little bit just to show you something. Some of you don't realize this, but when you have a seat lift on a chair and you need to get out, look at this. If you leave the seat elevated, okay, and you get to the end of your seat, look at that. You don't have to push out. You can just walk right out of the chair. So we're going to bring the seat all the way back down. And while it's going down, let's talk about this. This is called a Swingway Joystick. What that means is you can move the joystick to the side instead of damaging it, getting close to it. You can get a lot closer to a dining table. If you're left-handed, we can put the joystick on the left side, no problem at all. The next thing we're going to show is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the bottom goes back. So if it tilts its back, it's going to take the leg, and the backers are all connected together. This has a lot of medical benefit if you need to relieve pressure off your bottom, pressure off your back. You just want to have circulation in your legs, or you just want to sleep, or you want to have some ladies that have this chair, they drive into their chair and they can get their hair washed by taking the headrest off. they can get their hair washed in a tub. So we've got this. The next thing I'm going to show you called the feet. So some of you want to know, how high can I get my legs up? Now remember folks, this chair can be adjusted size-wise to anybody. So if you order this chair, you may not get the seat that's on here, because if you're 300 pounds or you're 100 pounds or you're 5 feet tall, you're 6'3", you're going to need a different length, different width. All that is done before we ship the chair to you. So you see how you can have your feet way up in the air? That's a little crazy there, but let me show you, even if you're halfway tilted, if I bring the seat halfway down, let's just say here, okay? Your feet are still going to be higher than your body right there. So let's bring the seat all the way down. We're going to leave the legs like that and bring the seat down. And the next thing we're going to do the recline right here. So the recline is when the back goes back. So if you watch the back, it's moving back. You notice how the both arms flip up. So if you transfer from one chair to the other this way, there's nothing in your way to stop you here. We're going to bring the seat all the way back. We're going to see how far it goes. So it's a full recline, as you can see. That's what it would look like if you were all totally reclined in your chair. So I'm going to bring the recline back up and I'm going to bring the legs back down. I'm doing 2 buttons at once to save time here. And we're going to bring the legs all the way in right now. Like if you had it in the house, you're going to want to bring those legs all the way under the chair. But I want to show you the turning radius on this chair. So let's get the legs all the way under there. They're a little high off the ground. The person who had this chair was probably a shorter person. We're going to bring the seat to where it's going to be like in a driving position. All right, let me show you how this chair turns inside your house. So if you had this chair in your room, that's what it looks like. It turns on itself. 0 turn radius. See that? Yeah, I can go on either side. You know, the wheels will spin if I go on the other side, okay? You see the wheels spin in front and the back? They follow the chair, okay? And you can't even hear this chair. That's how quiet it is, okay? So let's look at this seat real quick. Now the seat that's on here, it doesn't really matter because we're going to size it up for you. But right now it's only 16 by 21, so it's probably a narrow person. The arms flip up, and these arms right here, folks, are a gel arm. These are $300-400 arm. They're a gel pad. You can see the pad right here. I'm squeezing it. All this is gel on both sides, okay? You have a USB port right here. If you want to charge your phone, you can charge it right there with this USB port. I mentioned earlier the Swingway. If we look behind the chair, we have a fully adjustable headrest. I mean, this thing can go any position you want. It's all articulating, so if you want it right here, and it's adjustable. You have bag hooks here. We also have bags here, Permobil hard case bag. If you want a hard case bag, we have specials on those because we have quite a few available. They hook up right here, and they zip all the way down to hard case. You can put your charger. If you go on the road, you can put books, drinks. We have those available here, those hard case back. So now the next thing I'm going to show you is this. Right here, if I push this button, this chair has factory headlight. These are the real lights. These are not your little beanie lights. It also has hazards. It also has left flasher, right flasher, and now we're back to driving lights. Back here, when we ship this chair, your breaker for this chair has a breaker. It's right under here where my finger is right now. I'm touching the breaker right here. So it's the top of here. Now I'm gonna push, well, there we go. I just turned the power off on this chair. When you get this chair, you're gonna have to move the breaker from this side to that side, and it does take a strong finger, folks. A lot of people say it's broken. It's not broken, it's a heavy duty breaker. So I'm gonna push it back with my thumb, and I'm gonna turn the power back on up front. And just to show you the power is back on, and as soon as it comes on here, I'll turn the lights back on, as you can see, okay? So now, when you charge this chair, this chair also has a safety belt. Most of them do, for your protection. Safety belt, it was sitting under the seat. When you charge this chair, you'll use a charger. This may not be the charger, but it is a Permobil charger. We'll use this one today, for example. They all plug right about under the joystick like that. And as soon as the light goes to 100%, these are smart chargers. They will stop charging when the batteries are full, okay? They will not overcharge your batteries. Now, let's do a quick recap. We're going to turn the lights off. All right, so we have a Permobil M3 with 45 miles. It was used for about 2 months. It's metallic silver, beautiful color on black. It has the 12-inch seat lift. It has the electric tilt. It has the electric recline. It has the electric feet. And I mentioned earlier the 12-inch seat lift. And you can still drive the chair with the seat elevated. It has the gel arms like we talked about. It has the Swingway Joystick. It has the safety belt. It has the USB port here where my finger is. It's a contoured back. We can change that. It's got an extra large headrest. It has bag hooks over here and solid tires all the way around. Permobil is made in Sweden. It's the highest quality chair in the world. So this is a Permobil M3. This is the high end of all the power chairs out there. And this one is ready to go. This is the Permobil M3. Top speed is 6 miles an hour. I really think it goes faster than that. Even though it only shows 6 miles here, it seems like it goes a little faster than 6 miles. Maybe 6.2. But anyway, the odometer shows only 6 miles an hour. When you stop, it has well, you can tell, it has built-in brakes. So if you stop like real fast, it'll brake really fast. But if you stop, like if you go slow and you stop, it'll stop slower. You can use the joystick as a gas pedal like you do in your car, or you can reduce the speed here. You got like 2-3 speeds right here, okay? Very easy to drive. They are so quiet. That's most of the chairs today, but the ride on these, because this chair is so heavy, it weighs 400 pounds, and if you put a 200-pound person in here, that's like 600 pounds of weight. With that suspension, it's like riding a sofa down the road. The cracks on the sidewalks are not nearly as bad when you hit them because of the suspension. And this chair will do well in the grass also, so let's just take it over there for a second. Well, that's no problem at all here. This is not really grass, it's Florida grass. So folks, let me raise the seat up so you can see me driving the chair with the seat elevated. Now remember, if you drive the chair with the seat elevated, please do yourself a favor. Nice flat surface. This chair should go 3 miles an hour with the seat elevated. There we go. We're all the way to the top. So let's see how fast it goes with the seat elevated. 3.1 miles an hour, so about 3 miles an hour. Walking speed is about 2.25, okay? So if you're looking for a nice chair, this one has 45 miles on it, so it was used for 2 months. It has the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric leg. It has the USB port, the gel arm, the Swingway joystick, metallic silver, headlights, tail lights, solid tires, suspension, top of the line and power chair. This is a chair where you can be in it all day long without having to get out of it. Hi, I'm Marc.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marcs Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.